You have the potential to achieve incredible things. Believe in yourself, and let's unlock that success together.
Well, this is something that most men will never say aloud. The way men treat you, the quality of men you attract, the effort you receive, the consistency, respect, and commitment. All of it is directly connected to your self worth. Yeah, listen, ladies, not your beauty, not your body, not your degrees, not how nice you are, your self worth. And today I want to talk to women from a man's perspective about how self worth quietly shapes your entire dating life, whether you realize it or not. So, because men can feel self worth before they ever even hear it. See, men don't just see looks, we see energy. Two women can look almost identical, but one gets effort, dates, respect, and commitment, and the other gets inconsistency, confusion, and excuses. Why, you may think? Well, because self-worth shows up in how you speak, what you tolerate, how you set boundaries, how quickly you try to please others, and how afraid you are to lose someone you just met. See, men pick up on this immediately. A woman with low self-worth doesn't need to say it. She demonstrates it. So from a man's perspective, low self-worth looks like over-explaining, accepting last-minute plans, making excuses for bad behavior, trying to prove your wife material, staying where effort is minimum, or confusing attention with interest. And here's the uncomfortable truth, ladies. When a woman doesn't value herself, men don't feel inspired to value her either. Let me repeat that. When a woman don't value who she is, a man don't have a drive to value her as well. So it's not because men are evil, but because human beings respond to standards. So men test boundaries, not always intentionally, but instinctively. See, we test what you'll accept, how you respond to inconsistency, whether you walk away or negotiate your dignity, how your standards collapse when emotions rise, and if they collapse. See, a woman with low self-worth fails these tests without realizing they're even tests. A woman with high self-worth doesn't argue. She doesn't chase. She doesn't even beg. She simply removes access. And that right there, ladies, commands respect. So let me be clear. High self-worth is not arrogance, masculine energy, attitude, or that I don't need a man speech type shit. Nah. High self-worth is calm, grounded, selective. From a man's perspective, a woman with high self-worth moves at her own pace, doesn't rush intimacy, has a life outside of dating, doesn't compete with other men, and doesn't fear being alone. And men respect what feels unshakable. So low effort men are drawn to women with low self-worth because they don't require growth. They tolerate inconsistency. They accept crumbs. They negotiate their standards, and they confuse potential with reality. See, high value men avoid low self-worth not out of judgment, but because it creates instability, insecurity, and emotional chaos. See, men want peace, men want clarity, and men want respect. Self-worth delivers all three. See, this is very important. Men don't rise to potential, they rise to standards. Did you get that? Men don't rise to potential, they rise to standards. See, if you accept bare minimum, that's what you'll get. If you reward inconsistency, it will continue. If you chase effort, you train him not to give up. You feel me? So, from a man's perspective, standards are not demands, they're filters. And women with high self-worth filter ruthlessness without drama. So, when self-worth increases, you will stop chasing, you stop explaining, you stop fixing, you stop auditioning. You know why? Because you observe and you choose and you respond instead of react. And men adjust or disappear, and that's what you prefer. Both outcomes are wins. So let me say this clearly. Your dating life will never rise above your self-worth. Not the version you talked about, not the affirmations you post, but the worth you demonstrate through behavior. Men treat you based on what you tolerate, what you reward, and what you walk away from. And the moment your self-worth changes, so does the quality of men that you will attract. So, if this message resonated with you like the video, share it with another woman who needs to hear it. And subscribe to keep catching the vibe. Because confidence isn't loud. Self-worth isn't aggressive. It's simply knowing when to stay and when to walk away. Have a good day.
All right, that's a wrap. Another good day. Time to head home.